Fuck. I'm fucking tired, man. What is this? YouTube scammer who made 23 million by false copyright claims nearly sentenced to 6 years in prison. Wait, what? That's awesome. Holy fuck, that's fire. Who was it? When did you cover the student debt part? Bro, come on. My first like 3 hours of the broadcast was student loan debt relief. Come on, man. Come on, man. Here's Dylan Mulvaney, by the way.
Hi.
This is the last thing I wanted to cover from the news section before we move on to some more fun shit.
One thing I will not tolerate people saying about me is that I don't like beer, because I love beer and I always have. I built my platform on being honest with you, and what I'm about to tell you might sound like old news, but you know that feeling when you have something uncomfy like sitting on your chest? Well, that's how I feel right now, so this feels like the right thing to do. I took a brand deal with a company that I loved, and I posted a sponsored video to my page. And it must have been a slow news week, because the way that this ad got blown up, you would have thought I was like on a billboard or on a TV commercial or something major. But no, it was just an Instagram video. And the wildest part is that they also sent me one can with my face on it. You might have seen it.
One can.
And funny story,
One
I
can.
had the can around my house, but then I realized, wait, I need to protect this can. So I hid it somewhere, and now I can't find it because I hid it so well. But when I do find it, I feel like it needs to go in a museum, preferably behind bulletproof glass. And you might be thinking, Dylan, why bring it up now? I'm bringing it up because what transpired from that video was more bullying and transphobia than I could have ever imagined. And I should have made this video months ago, but I didn't. And I was scared, and I was scared of more backlash, and I felt personally guilty for what transpired. So I patiently waited for things to get better. But surprise, they haven't really. And I was waiting for the brand to reach out to me, but they never did. And for months now, I've been scared to leave my house. I have been ridiculed in public. I've been followed. And I have felt a loneliness that I wouldn't wish on anyone. And I'm not telling you this because I want your pity. I am telling you this because if this is my experience from a very privileged perspective, know that it is much, much worse for other trans people. For a company to hire a trans person and then not publicly stand by them is worse, in my opinion, than not hiring a trans person at all, because it gives customers permission to be as transphobic and hateful as they want. And the hate doesn't end with me. It has serious and grave consequences for the rest of our community. And you know, we're customers too. I know a lot of trans and queer people who love beer, and I have some lesbian friends who could drink some of those haters under the table. But to turn a blind eye and pretend everything is okay, it just isn't an option right now. And you might say, but Dylan, I don't want to get political. Babe, supporting trans people, it shouldn't be political. There should be nothing controversial or divisive.
This is a really well-spoken, short way to describe the events that unfolded. Bud Light wanted Dylan Mulvaney's audience. Bud Light worked with Dylan Mulvaney on a very limited campaign. The actual people that brought this audience to the forefront of the American public was not Bud Light, and it was not Dylan Mulvaney. It was Matt Walsh and the rest of the right-wing psychopaths. And as a consequence of that, Dylan Mulvaney got a fucking target on her back. And also, even on top of that, a target on the backs of all trans people. That target grew. It already existed. I cannot believe that Bud Light straight up just left her out to fucking dry on her own. It's so shitty. And the reason why they did it wasn't because they were like pro-trans, by the way. The reason why they did it was because, Dylan's right, queer people drink beer too. And they wanted to get queer people who have a lot of disposable income spend more money on Bud Light. But the worst part of it all is that they capitulated to the right-wing mob. It's perhaps the absolute worst thing you can ever do because these freaks get off on this shit. Once you give them an inch, they are going to take anything and everything they can. And they have, and they will continue to do so. And as Dylan also mentioned, it would have been better not to work with any queer people whatsoever than to work with them and then do this shit. It's so fucked up. I don't know if I want to watch Matt Walsh's response to this video. Oh, it's not a video. He just says Dylan made herself the mascot of transgenderism, profited immensely from it, used her platform to push for the mutilation of children, and then experienced a completely justified backlash. I have no sympathy for her. I hate Twitter so fucking much, dude. Holy fuck. This further proves your point that corporations are not allies. Everything they do is in the best interest of making most money. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying this, and hopefully more people will get to realize. Hopefully more people will realize that. The quicker you realize it, the better it is. Like, Dylan Mulvaney did not make herself the face of transgenderism. Whatever the fuck transgenderism is not a thing, okay? It's not an ideology. It's not a real thing. But even if it was, even if Dylan Mulvaney was like, I'm trans, and I want to be the spokesperson for trans people, you still didn't describe why it's okay to just fucking try to get this person to kill themselves. Like, you never really mentioned that at all. You just kind of assume, these guys always do, that, oh, trans is bad and everyone agrees with me, so that's it, you know? Like, you made zero arguments. And then on top of that, the only thing that would resemble an argument as to why Dylan Mulvaney would be a bad person was just a lie. The mutilation of children. Just straight up a lie. Really fucked up.
About working with us. And I know it's possible because I've worked with some fantastic companies who care. But caring about the LGBTQ plus community requires a lot more than just a donation somewhere during Pride Month. And all this to say, bottom line is that if you follow me, if I've made you smile, if you care about me, I need you to care about every trans person. And I need you to support us, and I need you to stand by us. And hey, it's still Pride Month. So I'm going to celebrate being alive. And I'm going to celebrate.
I want to believe that there is some justice out there, and that will happen one day. It will come one day. Okay? I want to believe that. That's all I'm going to say. I can't say anything else. Can't say anything else because I'll fucking say some bannable shit. Okay? It's hard. One day.
Celebrate the trans people in my life and the ones I haven't met yet. And I'm going to celebrate the fact that no matter how many thousands of horrible messages or news anchors misgendering me or companies going silent, that I can look in the mirror and see the woman that I am and that I love being. And I know you were probably here for the tea of it all, but I would love for something productive to come from this. So there is a link in my bio to the Trans Law Center, who is doing some wonderful work if you have the means to donate. And to the good people out there, I love ya. I really do. And cheers, but only if you're of legal drinking age. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Do you speak Russian?
Yeah, I'm fluent.
Okay, maybe can you ask me out in Russian?
What's this?
All right, this is the last news thing that we're going to do. DeSantis War Room did a Trump fan cam. To wrap up Pride Month, let's hear from the politician who did more than any other Republican to celebrate it.
I will do everything in my power.
Okay, now I think that DeSantis War Room is watching my shit because you are biting my steez, my friend. I literally did this. Remember when and not in this like incredibly I'm a Barbie girl type cut. We covered all of Trump's like pro-LGBT sentiments expressed not that long ago. A month ago, I think, is when we covered it. And now they're just biting my shit.
To protect our LGBTQ citizens.
If Caitlyn Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower and want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using any bathroom she chooses.
That is correct.
In the future, can transgender women compete in Miss Universe?
Yes.
You know what's funny about this? Like, this is just weird. This is just like a very weird campaign ad to make because people like Trump more than they hate trans people, brother. You got fucking caught up. Like, you're not converting anybody. Even Matt Walsh would not probably convert with this ad. Maybe Matt Walsh. But who else is going to look at this and go, yeah, that's fucked up, actually. I really like DeSantis because he's extra hard on trans people. Matt Walsh is the only motherfucker who will watch an ad like this and go, okay, I'm voting for DeSantis.
Make America great again.
Psych!
Oh my God. Giga Chad guy, Patrick Bateman walking. Oh my God, they even put Peaky fucking Blinders. Funk music. Oh my God, what the fuck, dude? Dude, no. Dude, they're so online. I'm imagining, dude, I'm imagining like 58-year-old HVAC business owner living in a fucking Missouri suburb watching this and immediately having an aneurysm. Like his fucking, just like foam coming out of his mouth, trying to comprehend what he just saw. Because like the average voter isn't the fucking groiper that's on TikTok. Okay? Like, you tailored this message to XQC's audience. You know what I mean? And none of those juicers are voting. Like, this is the type of shit that, you know, people that watch Aiden Ross would respond to. And those guys, maybe some of them are eligible to vote, but do not have the mental faculties to be able to get out and vote. Okay? Like, who are you targeting with this, man? It got 3,000 likes, too. It just, like, fucking flopped. Or not even 3,000. It got 1,000 likes. It's just like, oh, no one's more dangerous for trans people than me. Dude, guys, guys, if you vote for me, I will literally fight. I will engage in fisticuffs with a trans teenager. Please vote for me. I am Ron DeSantis.
I cannot think of anything more horrifying. It really has shut down.
And also, if my candidate is DeSantis, I wouldn't be using this emoji. I would just be trying to move away from the usage of this as much as possible. Okay? Because, if there's a Republican candidate that best embodies that, it's motherfucking Ronald DeSantis. Okay? I'd be trying to run away from that emoji as best as possible, I wouldn't even mention it. Actually, I hate trans people more than Donald Trump. This entire ad is that. Okay? This entire fucking ad is literally him going, actually, Donald Trump is very pro-LGBT. I, on the other hand, hate LGBT more.
It really has shut down drag.
Just produced some of the harshest, most draconian laws that literally threaten trans existence.
Congratulations, Ron DeSantis. Mission accomplished.
Like, even the people that they're posting are like fucking, like, the most niche, no disrespect. Like, and I would say the same thing if I was in this ad as well. Like, we are so niche, okay? Like, nobody fucking knows or cares about these people for the most part. Come on, dog.
You win.
This is my favorite. Because it's like, what was it? It was like, wait a minute, you have a wife and children? No. Like, that's what the soy guy is saying on the other side. And then Chad DeSantis going, yes. Are you sure it's not a chatter in here that works for DeSantis doing this sabotage? Yeah, they called him Top Gov. This is awesome. This is awesome because anyone that responds positively to this ad is not voting. Straight up. Anyone that responds positively to this ad is never voting, okay? The guy who made this is the Proud Elephant guy. A constitutional conservative, breaking news and political commentary, God, family, and America.